Okay, folks, y'all see what the title says. Let's go ahead and get into this right quick. You see what the title says. I got a video that I'm going to show yous guys and gals. It's 2 minutes and 42 seconds long. And then I got a little bit from another one where they talking about the legality of, Orange Man has to turn this on, says some judge in Rhode Island. And I asked the guy, okay, does this judge have a name? I don't know, it's a judge. And I'm quite sure there's more than one judge in Rhode Island. I'm not trying to be obtuse. But if you're gonna, no? Okay, I guess so. But anyway, who knows? Maybe we'll come up with something. Maybe we will. And maybe we won't. Anyway, this whole deal is a mess here. We can't clean it up because it ain't for us to clean up. But let's go ahead and roll it.
The owner here at Clark Bay's Grocery and Deli says a lot of his customers use SNAP benefits to shop at his.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know it don't mean nothing. I'm going to say it anyway. Fair use, Brianna. God dang it. I don't want no mess out of you. Clark Bay's Grocery and Deli. 470-646-8129. If y'all, Natasha, go by there and get me a chopped cheese. Because, Natasha, she live, even though she moved out of the city. But, her bus route may take her by there. Grab a brother a chopped cheese.
His store, so no November SNAP benefits means a big hit to business.
And that's something else a lot of people were saying that we know, like, hey, man, I'm quite sure some places, businesses, establishments that sell food and whatnot. Now, I don't know. Can y'all tell me this? Because of course, I'm not on Snaps and EBTs or down here in Texas, the Lone Star card or none of that stuff. I know you can buy certain foods and stuff with it, but you can't buy stuff like, prepared food, can you? Well, no, I guess you can, because I've seen fast food restaurants that, no, it didn't say SNAP, it said EBT. I've seen I know the Jack in the Box on the east side of San Antonio take EBT, I think. Yeah, it does. It does. I see an EBT sign on the thing. Wait a minute. Hold on. Come on, screen. You can't be getting in front of me. I'm the damn host. Let me get you back out of the way. What the hell? Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, I moved it one side, one too far. I got Sidious there, man. I hope he don't get mad. But yeah, but a lot of businesses depend on getting that government money to keep their doors open. So let's go. Rosemont, West Baltimore.
For SNAP products, basically all the meats.
Dwayne Clark is in preparation mode, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
I'm kind of falling back on certain items that I use.
Pink salmon, Denty beef stew, Hormel chili, Uncle Ben's. I think they took the uncle off. Don't get me started. Long green rice, Idahoan mashed taters. I can't see what that is. Saltines, Chef Boyardee, oranges. But man, look here. If y'all don't know how to smash up that pink salmon and whatnot into a patty, man, don't get me started.
Use in my inventory, because I don't want them to falling back on certain items that I use in my inventory, because I don't want them to sit on the shelf and then there's not a lot of activity coming.
Baking soda, that's the best bicarbonate out there. Forget Alka-Seltzer, man. Put you a spoon of baking soda in a glass of water, stir it till it's dissolved, and drink it. Go sit down for a hot second. What's this? What is that? Is this salt? I just see SA, but that says black pepper and it's white with the same purple circle. So I'm assuming this is gonna be salt. Hey, there's our favorite, America's favorite. He ain't lying. As a kid, I can't tell you how much Jiffy muffin mix we ate as kids. Minute rice. I'm just checking his inventory right fast. I don't know what honey something. Let's see, Utz. That's potato chips, ain't it? Utz. I think that's potato chips.
And then purchasing the items.
Clark expects sales at his store, Clark Bay's Grocery and Deli, to slow down if the government shutdown causes a lapse in November SNAP benefits.
I get probably 47% of my business is based on SNAP benefits. So it'll have a devastating impact on my business and small businesses alike.
Especially businesses in neighborhoods with a lot of people.
Hold on. 47%? Holy cow. Is that normal? I don't know. I really don't know. I ain't trying to be funny. I don't know. He said 47%, right?
Benefits. So 8% of my business is
SNAP benefits.
I get probably 47% of my business is based on SNAP benefits.
Yeah,
so it'll have a devastating impact on my business and small businesses alike.
Especially businesses in neighborhoods with a lot of people who use SNAP. This map shows SNAP participation in Baltimore City. The neighborhoods with the darkest shading have the largest percentages of SNAP participants. Baltimore.
Hold on, y'all, because I ain't watched this video first. I was just so SNAP. I wonder, so they ought to have a map for practically everywhere, right? You would think. I wonder if I can get my hands on them. I can string them together, just the big cities, I guess the big top 25 or something, because people, I ain't, SNAP in Montana. Look, man, there's more people in my county than it is in the entire state of Montana. So they I ain't picking on Montana, just, using y'all as an example. Wow. So the darker the red, the higher concentration of SNAP participation. Percentage population receiving SNAP benefits by neighborhood, May 2020. But I don't know these hoods. I don't live there. Somebody live there would have to break
people
me
who
in.
use SNAP. This map shows SNAP participation in
God damn it.
in neighborhoods with a lot of people who use SNAP. This map shows SNAP participation.
Okay, I see this. It says a park. That's why it's green. I'm like, wait a minute. They ain't using none. Oh, this is city stuff. Something park. Okay. Park. Okay, those are parks. Okay, yeah, all right.
Participation in Baltimore City. The neighborhoods with the darkest shading have the largest percentages of SNAP participants. Baltimore City's Department of Food Policy and Planning shared data showing nearly 145,000 SNAP participants in Baltimore City as of.
Whoa. Okay. How many people? Hold on a second. Let's find out how many people are in Baltimore. Hold on a quick second. Okay. According to usafacts.com, Baltimore, come on thing. The population of Baltimore is 569,931, and it's down 8.2% from 620,000 in 2010, and the population there is shrinking. It's going down through the years. Wow. 19 dropped 1.9%, then dropped another 0.4%. Yeah, so it's shrinking, and the largest racial ethnic group in Baltimore City is Black non-Hispanic, which had a population of 348,813. Hispanic Latino had the most growth increase from 26K to 36K in 2022. So the biggest population, overwhelming, is black in Baltimore. Second is Hispanic. Hispanic, Latino, then Asian, then what? Wow. Okay, I guess so. Well, shoot. How about that? Well, I'll put the link to this in the thing too. Let's get on with the story. So 144,000. Now, of course, this story don't give us, racial demographic. I don't need one. But anyway, let's go.
August, they receive around $28 million in benefits a month.
Here we go. I can't get through but a few seconds. They burn a scratch under $28 million in SNAP a month. A month. Y'all looking at it like I'm saying. I ain't watched the video. The hell going on up here?
$28 million in benefits a month. Those SNAP dollars generate around $48 million a month for Baltimore City's local food economy. That means a $48 million loss for Baltimore City's food economy if people do not get their November SNAP benefits.
Makes sense why a lot of people, now I ain't talking about the people on the street. I ain't talking about the useless eaters. And we know nationwide who the largest recipient of SNAP is. We all know. Everybody know. Even they know. But they ain't, I guess they ain't making videos at the clip that a certain demographic is about going off. I'm going to steal and I'm going to bring my boyfriend with you and you try to stop us. He going to club you in the head and all kind of other dumb shit. But that's the shit that I expect from you people. Yeah. But just got to be the loudest, even if you're the smallest. Wow, that's crazy.
November SNAP benefits.
Even with the SNAP program in effect, you have people that's struggling, with the cost of living, the increase of prices after COVID. So there's a lot of people that's struggling.
They just like Detroit. We got the bulletproof glass up and you get served through a slot or a spinning turntable thing.
And we're not even talking about them losing their SNAP benefits. Yes, so it'll definitely affect them.
So Clark is preparing while hoping the worst does not happen.
I just hope that the government basically, resolve the shutdown.
And Clark says this neighborhood is considered a food desert, also known as a healthy food priority area. And he's one of few stores that actually accepts SNAP here in the neighborhood. He says he does what he can to support his loyal customers. In Rosemont, I'm Brianna Ross, WBAL TV 11 News.
Brianna, thank you. See exactly how many SNAP recipients there are in Maryland. Our interactive.
Okay. Hey man, y'all support our guy here. Let's get to the next deal. Okay, this one what it says judge. This was 7 hours ago. Judge rules benefit must be paid. Now this ain't the I need to leave a comment on his deal here too. This is Schneider Reports. But anyway, let's go.
Well, we have some breaking news because just a short while ago, we learned that the SNAP benefits must go out. A judge has ruled in favor of those states and the District of Columbia that were suing the Trump administration. Look at this. It says SNAP benefits must continue despite shutdown. Judge tells Trump administration. That means more than 42 million.
Again, what judge? Who? That people just, a judge said, what fucking judge? Does this judge have a face? Does this judge have a freaking
Americans
name?
Are going to be receiving some benefits. But here's where things get tricky. The key word here is some benefits. We do not know if the Trump administration is going to listen to what the judge just ruled and then they're going to go and get all the money, which I believe is like $9.2 billion is needed in order to fund the SNAP benefits for 42 million Americans. Or are they only going to use the emergency funds, those contingency funds? That's the big question. But I want to play a couple clips for you. Listen
So
to this,
42 million,
because
so what's
again,
that,
right
like
now, it's unclear about what the
1.6
Trump
million
administration is
citizens?
trying to do. But at the same time, President Trump has gone nuclear, and he's threatening to actually get rid of the filibuster, which could mean the federal government could open up. But there's many Republicans that are pushing back against that as well.
And in full disclosure, I didn't watch this either.
But listen to this, and we'll jump right into more of the updates in just a moment.
Judge Talwani in Massachusetts issued her ruling today, and it really comes.
Why? He talked like he put just a little too much sugar in his. Dang, I paused him at the wrong time. Look at his eyes. My bad, dog. My bad, Snyder. This dude sound kind of sugary.
Comes down to those contingency funds in the Department of Agriculture. So obviously we know there's a government shutdown, and Congress can pass a spending bill, a continuing resolution, standalone legislation related to these SNAP benefits. But this isn't politics, this is the law. And
I have no idea who this guy is. I'm just assuming he's some sorts of lawyer or have something to do with legalese, but don't hold my feet to the fire on this cat. I have no idea who he is.
approximately half the states in the District of Columbia, they filed a lawsuit challenging the Department of Agriculture's refusal to release these contingency funds. Now,
I do want to jump in here really quick before we listen to the last about 30 seconds of this clip, but the USDA has made it very clear that these are contingency funds. So the only way contingency funds are able to work is if the underlying funding is flowing. But right
now, I do that. Yeah, the definition of the word contingency told me that, but I ain't trying to be a smart ass, but everybody don't know the definition right off the top of their head of contingency. No disrespect, okay?
Right now, those contingency funds are not essentially contingency funds. These are the only funds available. So what they're saying is that by law, we cannot use the contingency funds unless the underlying funding has been flowing, which right now the federal government is.
I got some money. You got a broke down car. I can't give you that money to fix your car. But if your car is rolling, driving down the road, it's mobile, moving under its own power, and you need some tires, yes, I can put tires on it because the car is operational. It's not a heap sitting in a ditch on the side of a road or nothing like that. Contingency. It has to be moving.
There's no money appropriated for the USDA, and that's where they're standing. So we'll see. But let's keep listening to this.
Talking about
that's where there's underlying law. Only funds of contingency funds are not essentially contingency funds. These are the only funds available. So what they're saying is that by law, we cannot use the contingency funds unless the underlying funding has been flowing, which right now the federal government is not. There's no money appropriated for the USDA, and that's where they're standing. So we'll see. But let's keep listening to this.
Talking about more than $5 billion. Seems like a lot of money, but the SNAP program costs the department approximately $8.5 to $9 billion a month. So this will only get us through a few weeks, but the Department of Agriculture's position has been that these contingency funds can only be used for an emergency. And they describe that
What do they give them boxes out at, y'all? Somebody tell me.
Emergency to be a natural disaster, not something political like a government shutdown. But
Okay, I'm done. I'll leave the link to Snyder Reports if y'all want to hear the rest of it. I just wanted to give y'all, I wanted to give you something. I gotta try to stay up. I'm on call tonight. I'm running my own switchboard tonight on Friday night as usual until tomorrow morning, and I'll go home at I'll leave here at 8 o'clock in the morning, go home, take a bath, and get a couple hours sleep and do it all over again. Tell me what you think, folks. Tell me what you think. I don't like people suffering, but You know, we can go either way. You know me, I look out first, the disabled, elderly, my veterans and whatnot. And, I know, but I got kids. I got it. I'm sorry, ma'am, but, or sir, whatever. And some of these cinnamon ass, cake ass, cinnamon toast crunch dudes up here crying about somebody need to feed they children and whatnot. Negro, did you make them children? Yeah, man, I ain't gonna start on that because I've been and got sideways, and this to be a 3-hour video. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Let me know. Talk to y'all later. Bye.